Guys, today second topic in chapter 10, that is mirrors and types of mirrors. Okay, yesterday we have discussed few topics. Once let us revise those topics and we'll move to the concept, and after 10-15 minutes I'll come back to you. If you have a doubt, you can clarify it. So meanwhile, just keep on listening to the class for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. First, light. Light is form of energy. Guys, in your 6th to 12th class, if you observe, there are types of energies like sound, light, and heat. So these all three chapters will be related to each other. If you learn concepts about sound, same concepts will be repeating in light. Few concepts you can see in heat also. Now we are in chapter light. Light is form of energy that enables us to see things. So if you want to see anything, light is important. Light starts from a source. Definitely there must be a source from where light is generated, light is produced, light will start, and bounces off object which are perceived by our eyes and our brain process this signal. Eventually we can see that one. So I told yesterday, consider if you have a tree, color of these leaves will be green. How it will how we can see that green? Sun, from sunlight will fall on the tree and we will be here, and we can see that tree color as green, like that we can see. While coming to characteristic of light, guys, light will travel with some speed. What is that speed? Is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, simply to say 3 lakh kilometer per second. So in 1 second, light will travel 3 lakh kilometers in 1 second. You see, speed of light is represented with letter C. Famous Einstein's equation, if you observe, E is equal to mc square. E stands for energy, m stands for mass, c stands for speed of light. No need of this formula. Speed of light is represented with formula lambda into mu. Lambda is wavelength, which you have seen in sound chapter. Sound, if you remember, frequency, that and all, wavelength. Frequency is represented with nu, wavelength represented with lambda, etc. This is mu. Mu is frequency. In sound we'll take nu as frequency. In light we'll take mu, okay, as frequency. Next, reflection of light. This we have seen yesterday. What is reflection? The phenomena of bouncing back of light into the same medium by the smooth surface is called reflection. If you take mirror, yesterday we have seen that topic. If you take mirror, mirror will have two sides, front side, back side, simply to say reflecting side, non-reflecting side. So if you draw like this is the indication for non-reflecting side, which is painted side. We'll have normal ray, incident ray, reflected ray, and arrow marks are important. I told you, N stands for normal, I stands for incident, R stands for reflected. Here angle I, angle of incidence, angle R, angle of reflection. What is incident? Light which falls on surface is called incident, or light which is obtained from the source is called incident. What is reflected? Light which goes back after reflection. You see this light incident which is touching the mirror and it is going back, bouncing back, is called reflected. Next we have angle of incidence. What is angle of incidence? The angle between incident ray and normal. Here you can see angle between incident and normal is called angle of incidence. What is angle of reflection? The angle between reflected ray and normal ray. So angle between reflected ray and normal ray is called angle of refraction. And what is mirror? The surface which can reflect light is mirror, or which can reflect 100% of light, which can reflect total light is called mirror. Now while coming to your 10th class, we have special types of mirrors. So till now, any doubt? Light, characteristics of light, reflection, incident light, incident ray, reflected ray, angle of incidence, angle of reflection. Again we have loss of reflection, if you remember. Loss of reflection. Yesterday we have seen what are two laws. Two laws are there. What is first law? Incident ray, normal ray, reflected ray will be lying on same plane. I think so in mathematics, you know about Cartesian plane. Cartesian plane. Like this you will get quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4, right? And if you see, this is x-axis, x dash axis, y-axis, y dash axis. Surface which is above this x-axis, I mean this one, is one plane, and surface which is below is another plane, right? Now if you observe, incident ray, normal ray, reflected ray will be lying on same plane, which is lying on above x-axis here in this place, at this place. That is first law. Second law, angle of incidence will be equal to angle of reflection. If angle of incidence is 30 degrees, angle of reflection also will be equal to 30 degrees. If it is 80 degrees, it will be 80 degrees. But if it is 90 degrees, what we will call, guys? Angle of incidence, angle of reflection is equal to 90 degrees. We can call this one as normal ray. You can observe perpendicular line, a line which is making 90 degrees is normal. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me. If you don't have doubts, I'll continue with the concept. Sir, you can send me that PDF. Yeah, every day you are getting that PDF, no? Sir, if only sunlight will fall on object means we can see object and its color, sir. Not only sunlight, guys, any tube light also. You see, from tube light we are getting white light. From sun we are getting white light. Of course, sun may appear to be yellow, orange, red color, but sunlight is white. And from tube light, white. But you see, if there are any red color lights or blue color lights, if a red color light is placed in a room, you can see objects in different color, because red color will be mixing with some other color and you may get some other color. Next, when will you tell about activities? Today evening we'll discuss about activities, guys. Okay, everyone please join today evening session, and that is must, right? Why you guys are not joining in the evening? Doubt clarification session. Daily I can see only 30-35 students. How many students are there now? 105. All those 105 students must be present. Okay, evening. Sun has color. Sun has color because it is a big fireball, right? Helium, hydrogen gases will be there on its corona. There will be high temperature, right? Same like Earth, Sun has crust, mantle, core, where huge amount of gases will be burning. So we can take that one as yellow color. What is the color of fire? Yellow, orange, like that. So orange, huge orange giant ball, or huge yellow ball, yellow. Sir, when we pass light on plane surface, it becomes colorful. Not colorful, it will shine. So you guys need to understand the difference between reflection and shining. Okay. Right, let us see concepts. Now we are in topic mirror. What is mirror? The surface which can reflect light is called mirror. There are two types of mirrors, guys. First one is plane mirror. Second one is spherical mirror. Now let us try to understand plane mirror, then we can see spherical mirror. Yesterday itself I told you what is plane mirror. If you take mirror, mirror has two sides, reflecting side and non-reflecting side. If you feel this one is reflecting, this one is non-reflecting. Non-reflecting means painting side, right? You can draw slant lines like this, which indicates non-reflecting side. Now, guys, always it is not possible for us to draw objects. For example, if it is an apple, or tree, candle or car, so every time we cannot draw this one, no. So instead of drawing these objects, simply what we will do is we will represent an object help of an arrow mark. So whenever your teacher is drawing an arrow mark in front of mirror, please be sure that it is an object. And this arrow mark point is head, and this point is tail. Fine, head and tail. While coming to an apple, this one is head, this one is base, tail. For tree, this one is head, this one is tail. For candle, this fire part is head, this surface is tail. Same like that. For an object, whenever your teacher is drawing an arrow mark, this one is head, bottom point is tail. Now, another thing you have to remember, there will be sun will produce light and total light will fall on the object, right? This thing you have to remember. After falling light on this object, what it will do? This object will reflect light. Now in your 10th class, what part you have to remember, what part you have to omit, in the sense, please don't draw sun, don't draw sunlight. No need to mention this head and tail like this. Okay, just what you can do is you can draw mirror like this, one line, and you can draw, let us take black. You can draw like this, it will become mirror. That's it. Guys, if you want to name this mirror, you can mention it as MN if you want. In your textbook, if you see, they might have mentioned M and N, so that you can also mention M and N. Okay. Now whenever you can observe an arrow mark like this, what is the indication? It is object O, right? Now what is happening? Light should pass, guys. You see, from sunlight will be falling on the object and object will reflect the light. Now what you have to do is, whenever you are drawing light, please make sure that you are drawing from head to mirror and tail to mirror. 2 arrow marks only we have to draw. From head and from tail you have to draw, guys. Okay. Of course, you can draw multiple lines, but diagram will be clumsy. Diagram will be awkward. So to make it simple, short and sweet, we are drawing 2 arrow marks. First arrow mark which is starting from the head, second arrow mark which is starting from the tail. That is the thing. Okay, this is mirror, right? Mirrors will form what type of image? Virtual image in the sense which will be formed behind the mirror. So you can see object here, sorry, image here, isn't it? I. Guys, if you are naming an object, for example, A, B, head part is A, tail part is B. This side for image, what you can do, you know, head part A dash, tail part B dash. Okay, A stands for object's head, A dash stands for image's head, B stands for object's tail, B dash stands for image's tail. Like that we can draw. Okay, that is plane mirror. Already we have seen few concepts about, characteristics. First one, size of object will be equal to size of image. Second one, distance of object from mirror is equal to distance of image from mirror. So if you draw an arrow mark, so if you consider this distance is 20 centimeter, this distance also will be equal to 20 centimeter, like that. And size, if the size of the object is 2 centimeter, size of the image also will be equal to 2 centimeter. And one higher order thinking question. First question, how many normal lines you can draw for plane mirror? So how many normal lines you can draw for plane mirror? So I think so you know what is normal line. So what is normal? If you take mirror surface, if you are mentioning name for the mirror, M, N, you can mention it. Reflecting surface, non-reflecting surface you have to mention. I think so you know what is normal line. Normal line is nothing but if a line which is passing perpendicular to the mirror, after touching it will, so line incident ray will move with the 90 degrees and it will bounce back in the same path, normal. Like that, how many normals you can draw? Expecting answers. I think one. Hariharan told infinite. Dheeraj 1, Saranya 1, Sujit 1. Okay, unlimited Sujit. Bhanu Prakash infinite. Kirti many. 1 or 3. Okay. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Fine. Let us try to understand. Guys, consider there will be a mirror. One person is standing with one torch light. Consider there is another person with another laser light, another person with another laser light. Like that, we have many persons standing in front of mirror. Many students are they are standing in front of mirror. So if you want, you can name them. This fellow is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on up to infinity, right? So now this fellow is passing one laser light, it will touch mirror, it will bounce back. Second person, he will pass another laser light, it will move forward. After moving forward, so this first person light, it will bounce back. Second person light will move forward, it will bounce back. Same thing happening with this third guy, happening with this fourth guy. So like that, how many lines we can draw? Now can you say the answer? How many lines we can draw? Yes, infinite. That is the correct answer. Right. So okay, you can stop sending messages. If you take a plane mirror, you can draw infinite normal rays. Infinite normal rays. Infinite. Done. Very good. Answer is infinity. Infinite. Okay. Now we have special type of mirrors called spherical mirrors. What is meant by spherical mirrors? Will it be spherical? Will it be round? We'll try to understand. Guys, spherical mirrors are special types of mirrors, guys. Special types. What is that special type in the sense? They will take mirror. Let us consider we have a mirror like this. Whichever side you want, you can take it as reflecting or non-reflecting. But do you remember in chemistry I told you IUPAC? What is IUPAC? International Union for Pure and Applied Chemistry. No. Why we have IUPAC? To avoid confusions. To avoid confusions. You see, chemical formula of water. If you take water, water has two hydrogen atoms, one oxygen atom, and if you want to write chemical formula, we are writing H2O, chemical formula of water. Guys, you know, we can write it as OH2 also. Is there any wrong means? No wrong. No wrong, no wrong. OH2 is also correct. But you see, if I am preparing one material and you are preparing one material, consider here I am there. Here consider there is another person. Let us take Einstein. Okay, he is physics, no? Let us take another chemist. Lavoisier, or we can take okay, Mendeleev, Niels Bohr, let us take Rutherford. Okay, now I will prepare one material by saying chemical formula of water is OH2. This Rutherford will prepare a material by saying chemical formula is H2O. Now consider there are 100 countries. For 50 countries, I will send this material. Remaining 50 countries, this fellow will send material. And students from 50 countries will learn water as OH2. Students from other 50 countries will learn water formulas H2O. Now they have to write an exam. While writing an exam, consider they are writing some IIT JEE exam. Of course, that is Indian Institution of Technology, India only. They are writing worldwide exam. There they gave question. What is the chemical formula of H2O, water? A, H2O, B, OH2. What they will write? 50 students will write H2O, 50 students will write OH2. Which one is correct now? Right. So to avoid such type of stupid confusions, we have IUPAC for chemistry and something for physics, like that we have. Same like that you see. Well, coming to physics. I will say, guys, you can draw a mirror, and like this you can draw a line, and reflecting side and non-reflecting side we have, and non-reflecting side we can draw like this, like that I will say. And some other teacher will be there. He will say, of course, this is mirror. You can draw non-reflecting side this side, like that he will say. Which one we have to follow? So to avoid confusions, what they did is they took sign convention. Okay. So according to that one, what we have to learn is always to your left hand side source of light will be there. To your left hand side source of light will be there. Right hand side mirrors will be present. Okay. Now while coming to reflecting and non-reflecting, so if you are placing mirror at right hand side source, so source means from here light should travel like this, no? After touching that should bounce back like this, right? So this one will be reflecting side, this one will be non-reflecting side. This one will be reflecting, this one will be non-reflecting. So always you have to draw slant lines to your right hand side only. That is the convention you have to understand. Now whatever textbooks you take, whatever materials you take, whatever internet source you take, you will get only these type of diagrams only. Clear? Always mirrors will be shaded to your right hand side, and left hand side source will be present. Clear? Now let's continue with the mirrors. Okay, I told you there are two types of mirror. Okay, still I didn't tell. Of course, this is spherical mirror, normal mirror. Normal mirror in the sense it is plane mirror. Plane mirror. So if you take plane mirror, which side you have to draw lines and which side you have to leave? I think so you have an idea, right? So if you take mirror, this side always reflecting, this side always non-reflecting. Please draw lines this side only. Okay, now what is spherical mirror? Guys, if you take a plane mirror and if you bend it slightly, of course, if you try to bend plane mirror, it will break. So spherical mirrors, we cannot make it. In industries or they will manufacture such type of mirrors. Clear? So simply to say, if you take mirror, consider we have one plane mirror. We have one plane mirror. I think so you know how to draw. This one, shading part. Okay, you can shade this. After that, guys, if mirror is caught at M and N, I mean if you hold mirror at M and N and if you try to bend it slightly this side like this, of course I told you you cannot bend the mirror. If you try to bend the mirror it will break. Don't try to do that one. Industrial manufacturing they will do it. You and I cannot do it. So if you try to bend it, what will consider it is an elastic. It is an elastic. If you bend it, what will happen? Automatically you can see that mirror will be like this, isn't it? Curve you can observe, curve. Now which one is reflecting? This one is reflecting, this one is non-reflecting. So if you draw lines like this, now guys, any mirror which or else plane mirror or any mirror which is bent towards center, towards the center, I mean here there will be center, so it is bending towards the center. Such type of mirrors known as concave mirror. Now if you catch at M and N, if you try to bend that mirror like this, now in which direction that mirror will bend, you can observe that bend will be like this, isn't it? Now which one is reflecting? Of course, as usual, left hand side is reflecting, right hand side is non-reflecting. You have to draw lines like this. That is the thing. Now where is the center? You should not draw center here. Center will be here only. This is center, or center it can be represented with the letter O, right? Now if they ask you what is this one, you can say mirror which is bent away from the center, known as convex mirror. So now we have three types of mirrors. First one is plane mirror. Second one is concave mirror. Third one is convex mirror. Fine. Now in 10th class you are not going to learn about plane. You are going to learn about concave and convex. So I think so you got same concept in your 8th class also, isn't it? In 8th we got about concave and convex. Once again I'll draw concave, convex. So if you take a mirror which is drawn like this, and here there will be center O, and always this side is reflecting, this side is non-reflecting. Always you have to draw lines towards non-reflecting side only. Now all operations you have to do this side. This type of mirror is known as concave mirror. Next, of course, center will be present here only. O, if a mirror is bent like this, then what will it move the direction? Reflecting side will be this only, and non-reflecting side this side. This mirror is known as convex mirror. Those are the two things you have to understand, concave and convex. And concave mirror is known as converging mirror. Convex mirror is known as diverging mirror. What is the difference between converging and diverging? We'll see. So we have a term called spherical mirror. What is spherical mirror? Mirror which is a part of sphere. Which is part of sphere. So what is that part of sphere? We'll see. Guys, if you want to draw concave, you will draw like this, right? Concave. And this one is shading. Now, guys, if you extend this curve, in mathematics you might have heard about the word arc. What is arc? Arc is a small part of circle. Now this is form of an arc. Try to extend with the black, we'll do it. If you extend, you can observe it is like circle only, right? So this mirror is part of sphere. Now you take another example, this convex. This is non-reflecting side. Now if you extend this one, what will happen? This seems to be like circle only, right? So either concave or convex is a part of spherical mirror, I mean sphere. So both mirrors are known as spherical mirrors. While coming to convex, reflecting side will be inside, non-reflecting side will be outside. Non-reflecting side will be outside. While coming to convex, reflecting side will be outside, non-reflecting side will be inside, and there will be center O. There will be center O. That's it. Okay. Now let's go to that concept here. So concave mirror. In this mirror, reflecting surface is convex. It diverges. So convex mirror is known as diverging mirror. I told you. Convex is diverging mirror. What is concave? It is converging mirror. Okay, we'll understand what is the diverging mirror, what is that converging mirror. Guys, you see this one is concave which is bent inwards. This is convex which is bent outwards. Now your duty is to draw incident rays. Incident rays. We'll draw here. We'll try to see here. Okay, let us take concave, concave. Backside non-reflecting. Guys, consider we have source. From source we are getting few incident rays which are parallel. Incident rays which are parallel. Let us take one incident ray which is moving like this. Okay, let us take with the green color. We have another incident ray. We have another incident ray which is exactly in the middle. Middle. Let us take another incident ray. Like this. And let us take last incident ray. Guys, let us consider there are 5 incident rays. Okay, 5 incident rays which are moving forward and touching the mirror. Guys, most important, arrow marks. Arrow marks. Of course, you can draw like this, right? So when incident rays are moving forward, which are parallel to each other, I think so you know what is meant by parallel. Each other, after touching mirror, what will happen, you know? All incident rays will reflect back. So this first incident ray, after touching the mirror, it will reflect back like this. Second incident ray, after touching the mirror, it reflects back like this. Third incident ray, which will be reflecting back in the same plane because exactly it is touching the mirror in the middle. And fourth reflected ray and fifth reflected ray. Like this it will reflect, guys. And here also, after drawing, what you have to do? You have to draw arrow mark. So this is reflected ray, this is another reflected. Now you see, all light rays after touching the mirror, it is bouncing back. At the same time, all light rays are converged at one point. All light rays met at one point, joined at one point. That point should be represented with the letter F. F stands for focus. F stands for focus. And all light rays are merging at one point. This process is known as converging. Converging. So concave mirror is known as converging mirror. You can see same thing here. Here we have a diagram, concave. This one is incident ray. Incident ray moving forward, second, third, fourth, fifth, and all rays are merging at one point. And while coming to concave, concave, what will happen, guys? You see, this is incident. First incident ray, second incident ray, third incident ray, which is exactly at the center. fourth incident, fifth incident. After touching mirror, what is happening? Automatically all rays are diverged out, which is moving away, right? Diverging out, but middle will be exactly center. And you see guys, if you draw imaginary lines, again you can see all reflected imaginary rays are meeting at one point called focus. That is the thing you have to understand. So while coming to this convex mirror, all light rays are diverged. So this mirror is known as diverging mirror. Diverging mirror. That is the concept you have to understand from concave and convex. Next important thing is parameters of mirror.